make sure, since I'm on YouTube, you hit the like button. And if you feeling the message, hit the subscribe, It just lets me know who I'm reaching, really. It's not going to affect my algorithm. Because if you made it to this page, you made it for a reason. So today, tribe, I'm getting ready to have a discussion. Hold on. All right. I've been just sitting out here and I've just been thinking about a lot of different things, that's really going on, on our planet and in the spiritual realm, really in the ether, and how it's manifesting out here today, and as a spiritual being, you understand right now you got to really understand that we in a real separation. Last night the energy here in Florida was so high. I was on my Telegram group and my Telegram spiritual group. Abundance, abundance, abundantly Ashe. Peace and love. I was out here on my porch last night. Man, it was radiating so high out here, y'all, yesterday. Today, too, the sky was literally pink and purple. Like, what little bit of clouds that they could put in the sky was like, they was literally glowing, like they was glowing and stuff. I was putting all of the videos and everything I was taking on Telegram and everything. And yesterday I was just real feeling a lot of anxiousness, like in my stomach and my solar plexus, because the energy was just so intense. And then, so I was just trying to equilibrate. You understand? I was trying to equilibrate the energy. Hey, Empress Medulla, peace and abundance, prosperity to you too. You understand? I was trying to equilibrate the energy, and then I was also feeling, you understand, what's going on Tiamat. Like, y'all, it's a real cleansing that's taking place on this planet. And if you can rise above the distractions and the stuff that they putting in the news and everything, this clown and pony show that they got with Donald Trump, you could see it. You could see it, yo. Like, I was looking what's going on in Southeast Asia, you understand? Yesterday, Japan got rocked by another 7.6. Yo, the Ring of Fire done had more earthquakes than it's ever had in history in the last 30 days. We getting hit with cosmic radiation. They'll tell you it's coming from the sun, but I promise you it's radiating up from Tiamat, bruh. We getting hit with all of that radiation. Man, last week they had to go ahead and come out with that motherfucking fog, so they was hitting us with the fog. And then they hit everybody with a news article. Did y'all hear about that? Talking about it was radiation fog. Somebody in the chat, or even if you come into this discussion and see on the recording, let me know if you done ever heard of radiation fog. Because the way the article was written, it was trying to say that it's a normal occurrence in California, that California get hit with radiation fog every year. No, it don't. People ain't started getting hit with that, what they calling now radiation fog, okay, until about 2022, yo. 2023, yo, they was fogging all of these cities, and I told everybody, I was like, watch the fog. And they kept on removing my videos down from YouTube, and I was telling everybody that it was toxins in the fog that was giving people respiratory difficulties. I had to put that lecture on Patreon. It's still on my Patreon for anybody that want to watch it, because I put people up on that 2 years ago in 2023 that fog had stuff in it that was trying to fuck with your magnetism, yo. They trying to poison you. They trying to use counter radiation to be a competitive inhibitor to the radiation that's radiating from the earth through the earth, the gates of the earth, through Atlas portal. Let's go. Because Atlas is not a ship. It's not a ship. When they hollering out Atlas, they talking about the gate, nigga. The gate that goes up through the center of Tiamat and holds up the magnetism for the whole omniverse. See, it's a cosmic alignment that's going on right now. You got Ophiuchus, the hidden constellation right here in our orbit. You done had people, I forget what that lady's name is, but she done been tracking it. The black sun done been orbiting. I've told everybody about this, yo. Whole lectures I did on this in 2022 when I talked about the cosmic black alignment that we was gonna have in 2025. I even dropped dates on them. They took my whole IG page because I was dropping so much shit on it about this year and what was gonna happen. Somebody might call it a prophecy, but it won't, yo. It's just when you spiritually awaken, you can defeat time, bro. Shit's too real. I already done seen all of this happen, bro, and already done cataloged it and talked about it on record. So ain't nothing shocking to me what's going on right now. It might be shocking to others because it's happening, but I said it was gonna happen. So let's keep going. So Japan got rocked, right? All right. 7.6, another one. Now they agencies or whatever talking about they got to go ahead and prepare for a mega quake. That a mega quake, a 9.0 or better coming. They know it's coming because the energy coming through the gates of Atlas, bro. And it's shifting the magnetic ley lines of the earth and everything. The frequency is increasing from the earth. The temples in the earth is radiating the energy up, my G, up. And that's why you can see all the magnetism swirling in the clouds and shit now. You think a cloud gonna stop something from coming down? No, it's stopping something from going up. They trying to dampen the signal of Tiamat. Overstand the signals, the cosmos, everything you thinking about, the ships that's here is in the water because it come from below. Everything is coming from below. That's why I was talking about Southeast Asia. The water is coming from below. The magnetism is coming from below. Those temples is activating in the water. And when them temples and stuff activate in the water, they send up a signal. That signal radiates the protons, the photon light energy up above it in a swirl. It looks just like an eye, just like these swirls I got all over my head right now. Fibonacci sign, my G. And then when they come with their weather modification and try to make it cold and disturb those protons, it spin. And that's when you see the storm. And you could literally see the eye horse right there in the middle of the storms that come off of the ocean because the cosmic radiation is coming up from the ocean, from the temples that's there, because it wasn't always water there in some of those places where that energy magnet radiating up from. It was temples there. You got to think about Tiamat before the land masses split. And then after the land masses split and certain earth sunk and certain earth rose. That's what's happening right now. Certain shit sinking again and certain stuff rising. It's a cycle. And if you know the cycle, you know we in it. So you know everything that these people doing is a distraction to distract you from the cycle of Tiamat and what's really getting ready to happen to this planet. So I just been sitting here waiting on it, tribe. Waiting on it. You know, and watching people, watching society because I'm outside of that now. You understand? I'm not a part of that. I'm not a part of this system. I got my own system, a cosmic system. I'm on a different clock. But I be just watching now. They turned it to a watch. People can't handle this energy, y'all. People getting so chaotic right now. People so walked in right now. You got pink people running down on folk, kidnapping people in real time. You understand? You got so much division. Everybody divided. I just want to say this. If you got melanin tones in your skin right now, if you got melanin ancestry right now, bro, you shouldn't be worried about nan fucking flag, bro, because them flags was all came after your ancestors was here. Your ancestors didn't give homage to no fucking flag, bro. That's a system of control. They telling you this nationality, you that nationality to divide you, bro, so you won't even realize genetically we all cousins and shit. We all from the same motherfucking bloodline. And it's all the same damn fight. This ain't about, you understand, nothing but genetics, bro. We in the ninth war. Donald Trump talked about the ninth war, and then he went to war. They at war with us right now. Melanin beings, my G, all over the globe. What we talking about right now, bro? It don't matter what your flag is. That ain't important. What's important is your genetics, bro. Because you the one that's speeding up this energy on the earth right now. Carbon, nigga. Melanin is carbon. Carbon is the elemental. And it interacts with photon energy, bro. And it reconfigures and reconforms. That's the isotopes. The isotopes that's within you, bro. I'm trying to help you. We at real war right now, and the motherfucker waiting for the bomb to drop, and they already bombing you. They already snatching you, reshuffling you. Ain't no telling what kind of genetic modification and shit they doing to them people in them ICE facilities right now. They hit the whole world with a damn dirty injection, bro. What is we talking about? The world got more melanin than pink tones. Y'all wake up. It's more beings on this earth with carbon that look like me than look like them. But they got you thinking you a minority. If you was a minority, they wouldn't have had to hit you with a hot shot to try to knock out all your genetics, so it will make you a genetic weakling like them. And you would start breaking down from cancer and everything too, and couldn't take the sun, and start getting cardiomyopathies and everything like they was getting, my G. They hit you because they knocked out your gene that made you different from them, because everybody would have realized who didn't take the shot. And that's why those of us who didn't take the shot ain't got no problems in harmonizing with the sun and ascending, and ain't in no kind of sickness and in perfect health, because we had the code that they was trying to knock out. And they did that all over the globe. It wasn't one country. It wasn't one population. It was to knock out people with the melanin that had the DEA codes, my nigga, deoxyetherical acid. We not talking about DNA right now. The DNA is just the form. We talking about dark matter etherical energy that comes straight from the cosmos, bro. This is what we talking about. We talking about photons, my G, and light radiation. We talking about magnetism, my G. and how the heme groups and you control the magnetic ley lines of the earth, because you and the earth come from the same energy. This is what we talking about right now. So when you know what the real war is, you know what it is. We ain't fighting for right now. We fighting for 3 generations from now. Telling you right now. Trying to help you to see it. You a founder right now. This shit finna shift. And if you here, you gonna be here to set the foundation for your whole bloodlines and bloodlines that's gonna come after you. Out here like some real Father Abraham shit. And that's why it's important, bro, because they want to wipe out the knowledge again. So your offspring won't know who they are and what's within them and the power that they got. And they want to cut it off and put microchips and shit in people so they could stop people from ascending, bro. Trap consciousness and control your body. So your body, the organic chemistry in your body, the carbon can't harmonize and read the energy no more, my G. That's what it's about. And if you don't believe me, you ain't gotta believe me. You could just go Google Technate. Technate. Go Google it. Technate. Go see what Elon Musk's granddaddy and dad and his mammy was a part of and what their ideology was. And then you'll understand why they after Venezuela, why they after Canada, why they after Greenland, because that's a part of their Technate plan. Elon got up there and said money, he want money to be obsolete. That's a part of the Technate. No money. Microchips in you. A real caste system. You can't never rise above whoever controlling the technology. He went and he used a computer algorithm to go into our government. Everybody was wondering what Doge was. Nigga, they was just tracking money. Money that the immigrants was sending back to places like Venezuela and Colombia and shit like that, because they was using that money to buy crypto. What system do they want to go to? Crypto, right? Dead currency. So if a country rise up in that system that got melanin beings in it, you know, your cousins that's down there that they bombing right now and doing all kind of shit to, then that's gonna fuck up their axis of power, because they want Venezuela to be a part of their technate. I ain't making it up. You could go Google, you could go research. What's bigger than all of that? Why is he after the land masses over here of the Americas, as y'all call it? Because that was Amaruka, y'all. All of this was all together. Greenland, Canada, the U.S., Mexico, South America, was all one landmass. And it was joined to parts of Africa. Actually, Florida is an island of Africa. Did you know that? In the last Ra said, when our God Ocean got pent into the Atlantic, and all of them temples that I'm telling you about that we had, the dragon temples and stuff that you could still see on satellite. If you look down into the ocean, you're going to see the dragon temples that go off quantum mechanics, quantum energy, etherical energy that come from the magnetic ley lines of Tiamat. That's why they run fiber optic cables through the ocean, because they're trying to harness the energy, the free energy, and throw a different signal up here through the Wi-Fi to confuse the chosen. Because that's what temples do. They concentrate energy, and then they radiate it up from certain points, and that's what creates the magnetic ley lines of the earth, the grid. So where I'm going with this is, yeah, we got temples down there. And when the earth split, you understand, when we had a big, it was a lot. I don't want to even get into that part of the story right now, because that's a whole, how Tiamat got, that's a whole nother story. But let's just say ocean became what they call in the Atlantic. Atlantis sunk. And then you got ocean right there. Well, that part of Africa over there was joined over here, and Florida was a part of Africa. That's why when you look at the topography of Florida, it's very much similar to the coast of Africa, like Nigeria and over in that part. But they want you to think you're separate. You see what I'm saying? Your ancestors was everywhere. It wasn't no passport. It wasn't no monetary system. You had claim to the whole earth, because that's what the Great Mother gave you. So you went and you did shit. And then you moved and you migrated. That's how they find hits of your genealogy and stuff all over. You got ancestors all over. Wasn't nobody no slave. We slaves now. You can't travel freely now. Back then, if you just wanted to go, you got up and went. Right now, if I was to perish right here in Florida, in 1,000 years from now, somebody found my bones here, do that mean I was born in Florida? If I was to get on a plane and go over to England right now in the Rosset and get ready to, get water washed, and they was to find my bones in 1,000 years from there, do that mean I originated from England? No, I was born right here, up in a Mohawk Valley up there in NY. You see how that go? So what I'm trying to help y'all to see is the war is real. Don't be distracted off a flag, off a nationality right now. Because all them people that's running them flags is joined against you. Because you is different from them, and you is the system that they got to control, because you harness the system of the earth. And they cannot control the earth without controlling you. And this is just facts on facts, tribe. You right, Reflection. Susan BTV, everything is backwards and upside down, y'all. It was a real trade in places. But we made a choice with that, y'all, it's all kind of stuff, light, frequency, and sound. People really need to learn the occult and get back into your ancestors' practices, because these people using your ancestors' practices against you, because that's where all the power lie. And then I gave people a system, a spirituality that ain't got no piece of power in it. Shit too real. Paralyzing people mind, bro. Got people looking out they self, outside of they self for the solution when they was the solution the whole time. Shit sad. It's like a closed loop. You understand? When you ask yourself, oh, help me, but you ain't asking yourself, you asking something that don't exist. That's just like calling on something that don't exist. Motherfucker, it ain't gonna never come. It's a dead cold, bro. You can't never use that shit from religion and get to nothing. But then you gotta know this: the people that's running the religions and running these governments know every religion got an occult system. Every government got an occult system. Every club, all of that shit that they do, bootleg, all them different names and shit, bro, got occult systems tied to them. And ritualistic practices for harnessing energy. And that energy can only come with beings with melanin codes and DEA, bro. Shit's too real. How could it come from anything else when even they have to tell you that the original beings here was what? Look like me. So that means everything that formed on this earth, that being had to form from it. The original construct. Nothing was here before that being. That's why we got codes like every mammal, animal, fish, anything. We even got similar codes to fucking everything. It's just some variations in it. But they want you to think something came backwards, like you came from the mammal. No, the mammal came from you. Scientists, genetic manipulation and modification is nothing new. Everything got a similar backbone, and it's just a couple of genetic codes that's changed. And the changing of them couple of codes, the organic backbone changed the whole structure and form. That's an algorithm. It's a program. They just change people's algorithm when they hit them with that hot sauce. In a very inorganic, fucked up way, though. All right, y'all. That's all my discussion for today. You understand? Yes, please drop a like and subscribe if you feeling the message. And you know, I'm gonna be live on Telegram, so y'all can the links in the description. Um, I'm gonna be live on Telegram this weekend in current events and doing a spiritual discussion there. And I'm gonna be dropping some content on my Patreon. We got some real just stuff that's going on a biological level that is going on right now that need to be addressed, but you know, this ain't the platform for that. So you guys, thank y'all for rocking out with me today. It was a pleasure having y'all here. I want y'all to go in peace, power, and protection for real, and stay dangerous, and y'all stay spiritually protected. Stay on your altar, which is yourself, and we'll chop it back up again. All right. Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love. Thanks for joining. Peace, y'all.